gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see who riding with me. 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 Let's see who riding with me.
Pardon me, world, I'm just a nigga with an attitude. That's why my syrup's yellow when I'm easy on the ice cubes. But other times I'm known to be a nice dude, especially if you got a round ass and some nice boobs. My time's due. If you ain't on my team, get out my way. Cause I don't think the world's ready for shit I'm about to say. Who about to pay? Come on with it, cause I'm about to get these dividends. See, in the end, I'll be the last man standing, so let's get it in. The underdog is on the rise, but you ain't stopping that. I'm dropping tracks every chance I get it, I ain't dropping back. I'm out of track. My music has been rotten, I ain't gotten back. From fans fiending for my music like how fiends be copping crack. Who's stopping that? Niggas keep on acting like they're buying shit. They just might fool a couple chips, but real niggas ain't buying it. The dine to get the people full with shit they're trying to spit. When the real G says they're fake, you won't see them denying it.
You can roll with all these fakers if you want to, and pray they gonna do the things they gonna do. You hope to find someone like me, but there is not one to.
Yes, Lord, we have made it to episode 15, an episode that I think is about to change the game. So my guest right now is an interesting story that she's going to share with us, and I thank her for it. Also, again, as y'all saw at the beginning of it, this episode is dedicated to my moms. So let's do this, and let me introduce y'all to the lovely Reflection. How you doing?
How you doing, Hillsborough County?
I'm doing good. I'm surviving. I got my Essex County juice, so I'm good to go. Okay.
So I wanted to start off by giving you like my most sincere and deepest condolences for your loss. And I know you got to keep it going.
Yeah, if I don't, she gonna hunt me down. So I might as well keep it going and stuff like that. But well, like I said, I've been waiting for this episode because you are an interesting story. And usually I start podcasting telling me the journey of your prospect to vest. But for your instance, this is deeper because your story actually begins before you even prospect. So if you mind, share with us and those that's going to watch what I'm talking about if they don't know.
All right. So before I start, I'm going to give a shout out to Spokane, Washington, because if it wasn't for Spokane, Washington, CDA wouldn't be there, which Boise wouldn't be there. So shout out to all of those 3 chapters. For giving us that opportunity. We built out in Boise. Before I got there, though, we're going to go back. So the fuel that brought me into this in the beginning was Hillsborough County.
Okay.
But at that time, I was actively using. When I met Rough Riders, I wasn't a hang around. I wasn't a prospect. I wasn't anything to anybody, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, the first time I met a Rough Rider, I was literally in a dumpster trying to find that was edible for me, right? That's where addiction brought me. By the grace of God, I got 3 years and 10 months clean. Um, but they were the few that brought me because they was always on my ass. Like
Right.
random. I saw man, let me tell you about the dumpster situation. Hold up. And you know what? I don't give. Listen, some people be like, yo, how you be talking about that so freely? Listen, I'm authentic and I say it because I'm the voice for the voiceless. Like there's people out there who feel ashamed of where the fuck they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like they feel guilt. They feel nasty. Like I'll fucking say it shit. When I was homeless, I went 3 months without showering. You feel me? Like that's the reality of that fucking lifestyle. Feel me?
Right.
And you know, all of a sudden I'm in the motherfucking dumpster and the officer knew me by my damn name. Called me out and all of a sudden I hear a bike and I'm popping my head up and I saw an R on the back. Had my bag, got me up, popped out the dumpster. Long story short, from that point on, it was a wrap. Anytime a
Mm.
rough saw me on the street, they'd ask me if I needed food, whatever, but they wouldn't give me money, but they made sure that I was good. Um, there's a rough rider out of Hillsborough who had a spot here. He was Suave. And, like I would eat there, shit like that, you know what I mean? Um, and I ended up in a coma, right? For my addiction. I ended up in
Mm.
a coma. I ended up in a coma for 15 days. I had to learn how to walk, walk, talk, all of that. Like I was vegetable state, basically. Like I was just laying there, couldn't speak, couldn't do nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
they were people that brought me. So when I went, I was finally clean. This was in 2018, and I got clean. I maxed out my probation August 12th of 2019, and I moved the fuck out to Idaho. Now,
Mm.
mind you, a meeting. Look how the fuck this shit works, right? So I already had Rough Riders at my back, and I didn't even have I had no. I wasn't hanging around. I wasn't a prospect, nothing like that. When they saw me, they looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the importance, and this is why I strive for this shit today. Is that that's what we want to promote.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? We want a rough this is what we're about, right?
Right.
Is promoting. I mean, if you don't want to get help, you don't get help. Because trust me, I'm not easy to deal with. Ask anybody that knows me, I am not easy. But you can't help nobody that want to get help. So they knew that about me. So when they saw that I went to the Northwest, and now mind you, now I'm moving to the Northwest and building, making history.
Mm-hmm.
Idaho was a I don't you know how many people when I told them I was giving my introduction as a prospect, they're like, where the fuck is that? What is that place? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but and the thing is that when I did move, this is the thing about it. So fast forward, my addiction brought me to my knees.
Okay.
I was a fucking prostitute. I was eating at a fucking dumpster, whatever was edible to me. Um, I was getting arrested for trespassing because I was sleeping in people's hallways. Um,
Mm.
my condo, I lost my children, all of it. I got to the point when I tell you the lowest of the lowest, I thought for sure that shit was gonna. It didn't take me, and so I dedicate my life. Like everything that I do is to. I want to be a voice for the voiceless because there's people
Yes.
here. There's people out there that don't. They feel. I know because I was there. I had.
Mm-hmm.
I would when I would see somebody, I would duck and dodge them. I saw somebody pulling up at the gas station. Like, oh shit, fuck, I know. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and I think if we had more people who overcame certain obstacles that can actually be transparent, authentic, and if it can save a life, hell yeah. Like people be like, damn, bitch, you pretty like you hella open with your shit. Yes, I am. Because there's somebody
Yeah.
out there that needs to hear that. Either that's somebody's father, I mean, that's somebody's uncle. At the end of the day, like, that's a fucking human being.
Right.
And I
Right.
feel like up all of that, like I've I've done a lot of fucked up shit while I was you know, so it's like
Mm.
you period.
I mean, I think honestly, I read it. You did a post on Facebook. I'm just pouring something here because I'm going to toast to you because
Wait, hold on, wait, wait, hold on.
that's right. Yes. I'm going to toast to you because I'm going to share something. I know you posted this, so I go and we already told the story, so I'm going to put it on here. You survived this to become that lady right there, a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful young lady, and now you're on my show. So we're gonna toast you for all your trials,
Yes.
tribulations. You made it, my sister. You made it. So toast to you on that one.
Hey.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, so you got to Boise, and again, now I'm gonna tell you like this. I didn't find out Boise had Rough Riders until I went to Phoenix
Oh, Phoenix. Okay.
last year, and I met a couple of them. So I didn't know. After I left Phoenix, that's when I started asking questions like, "Where else do we have Rough Riders at?" Because I'm just finding this out. So now we get to the question of now, how did it start in Boise? Like, how did you
Okay.
start
So
prospecting in Boise?
so I'm like all about I don't believe in coincidence, right? So I literally had just maxed out my probation. Now mind you, I should have been on probation forever.
Mm,
And I maxed out, like literally maxed the fuck out. They didn't give me the extra year. I maxed out.
okay.
And that was August 12th of 2019. By
Mm,
August 20th, I was already in Idaho.
okay.
Talking to somebody who is a former member of Rough Riders. Um, so I was just like, I was like, oh shit, wait, this like I got clean. These niggas look up for me and blah blah blah. I'm like, wait, Rough Rider in Idaho? Okay. And I honestly, to be honest with you, I needed to get away from the environment because even though at that point in time I was a year and a half clean,
Mm-hmm.
I was scared because I could not get no more than 90 days.
Okay.
I mean, I was struggling with addiction for over 5 years, and I could not, for the life of me, get clean. And the people that I got clean with were relapsing. And I
Oh.
felt it. So between me talking to this dude across the country, right, and then all this shit here, Idaho really saved my fucking life, to be honest with you. When I moved out to Idaho, and then I found out what they was trying to do, and then realized that they were already trying to do this like 5 years before.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so then I made it a mission for me. I sacrificed everything out on the East Coast, everything. Not only because of my recovery, I sacrificed everything. Came out to Idaho,
Mm-hmm.
found what I was trying to do, and I said, you know what? This is where I'm staying. We'll build this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. We're building this motherfucker. And you know what? My prospecting was not easy. Nope. Not
Well,
easy. I'm gonna
you know
tell
what? Prospecting it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you right there. Some people say it was easy. That's because you know it. Some people came from this environment. Some people that didn't. It's gonna be hard because you your own person. You don't like nobody telling you what to do. But if you want it, you go for it. So
okay, you're gonna earn that. You're gonna earn it. But you know what?
right.
You know what?
So we,
What the end of
I'm
it?
I'm I'm showing pics of your prospect day. Like
Uh,
you wanted this. I could see it. I could see in your pose. You wanted this one. You wanted this. So
oh
how
my
many
God! Why are
days?
you posting those pictures?
What is up? I
No.
say you ain't no different from nobody else. If I find prospect pictures, I'm gonna post them. You are
Oh
no different from
dear.
nobody else that ever came on this show.
Oh
But
dear.
my Well, so my question is now that you prospecting, now y'all about to make some history here because one, uh, if I'm not mistaken, I think Idaho was not recognized until.
No,
Okay, so you're making history here. You about to make some noise. Are you one? Are you
that
one of
makes
the first members? Are
that
you
makes.
one of the first members of Idaho?
So there was a few members before I got there who had
Okay.
literally. So once I got there, a few members had laid their vests. Um, and we kind of almost had to start all over again. So like, how do I say this? So the last from when I got there, right when I started prospecting, it was me and Blender, who is now the president of Boise, right?
Yes, yes.
So
I
me
just
and him,
saw that.
and then Domino is out in Nevada. Um, Literally, me, him, and Domino are from the last chain. And then I was like in between, almost like in between, because then my who is now the man, pres from Boise,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of his journey when I was just beginning. So I'm kind of like the new from the last. Um, but I made it a thing. I say, listen, I'm here. Let's build. I went through, man, I went through hella shit. Always on the hot seat, okay? Always on the hot seat. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally always on the hot seat. And I think a lot of it also is, as you mentioned earlier, we come from different backgrounds. Like that's another thing that we have to keep into perspective. We all come from different backgrounds, right? We all have different upbringing and stuff like that. Um, so when you come into this, you choose to come into this. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's a lifestyle. So when you have different personalities, um, like I said, that journey, listen, I will be the first to admit, as a prospect, I almost got my shirt pulled 3 times. Okay. Uh, and I think I think the majority of it had to do with different perspective, right? Um, and I think if people were to like respect each other's boundaries, it
Mm-hmm.
would be like everything would be so much different because I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to know. I don't give a fuck if I don't agree with it. Okay, but you know what? This is what it is. You respect my boundary. I respect your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I think once that line gets crossed, right? Once that boundary gets crossed, it's almost like, what the fuck? And then you call me crazy? Listen, I respect your boundary. You're supposed to respect mine. And then I get bitch that talk about, well, you can't expect other people like you and other people. What the fuck? What do you mean? What the
It's
fuck do you mean?
see that
Come on.
that's the beauty about prospecting. Like honestly, once they find out your weakness, oh, they gonna make sure. Like, listen, we gonna exploit it. We gonna exploit it first. Like, like with me, I did not trust nobody. I did not. I DTA all the way, blah blah. And then someone like, okay, we know how to press these buttons. They get you out your shell so you be
Yeah,
comfortable. Like you understand when you
I feel like, what
got
the
that.
fuck?
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But at the same time, you got like as as you
Mhm.
learn, this is not just one chapter. This is a whole worldwide, and
Yes,
you found out as we gonna get to later when you go to other places, you are family. All you gotta do is say I'm in town, and
exactly.
you are family. But they want to make sure they know who the hell is in their town, and make sure
Listen, you know
So
what I'm telling my best friend? He just crossed over. And oh, by the way, congratulations to the Boise chapter for liking Rough
oh
Rider,
yes, yes, yes.
Rough Rider Fireboy, Boise, Idaho.
I just said I just
Yes,
saw they
yeah,
election.
and that's dope right there because that makes me feel great. No matter what issues you have within like any like that right there, aside of what brought the fuel that brought me here, not only did I, but we made that shit happen. We
Mm-hmm.
built history. Like we made history. You feel what I'm saying? And so like each and every one of them, I give them credit because they earned that vest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if there is differences or whatever, shit, you have that in the world, period. But I'm
Right.
gonna tell you right now though, I'm a rep for that fucking Boise, Idaho. Shout out, you know what I mean? Like, because we fucking did it.
Yes.
We did it.
Yes.
And
It's
then you
it.
have no idea. We had people dropping their vests, all that. Like, we went through mad shit in the chapter. But what I respect about Boise is the hard work that they put in. We
Mm-hmm.
all put in that work. We made it happen. You know how many times that man, that's what was on. Okay, Boise ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's bringing people in, bringing people in, bringing people in. People, but I literally, the people that are here right now in Boise, mad respect for each and every one of them. They made it happen. We made it happen. And you know what I did after that? I had to come home. My mother's not doing too well. My health ain't too well. And there's only certain people that know about that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And um, I accomplished something. This addict, this piece of shit that was eating out of fucking dumpsters, all that shit, overdosing, in a coma, lifeless, builds a chapter in 2.5 years with my brothers and sister.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Came back out here to take care of my mom. That right there is what I'm holding on to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's crazy because you know what's crazy is I end up transferring to the fuel that brought me, which is Hillsborough County, New Hampshire. You know what I mean?
That,
Like, I was
that's
like,
that's a that's a good seg. I mean, that's a good segue for what like. So you helped build Boise. You helped build Boise. Now you back in the East. You back home. It was
Mhm.
just showing
Okay,
some reflection
that's
pictures. Y'all need to know this girl she be getting on with the pictures. Y'all gotta understand. She be getting on with the pictures. But you but before then, all right. So we always talk about this. I'm gonna bring on the air. So let me tell y'all something about this reflection. All right. My first time on the West Coast was in California. I seen this young lady. She's just standing there. Well, I say, "What's up? How you doing?" She's off. She's off going. She's off going, right? So she is all over the place. She's trying to either get to know you or she's like, I can't stay in one spot. Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm the same way. I can't stay in one spot more than 5 minutes. I gotta go somewhere else. So, um, so that's a nice picture right there.
oh, I
That's a
love
very
that.
nice.
That's Lincoln's daughter.
Oh, and
Oh,
she is on the show. There it is. So my question is for you for before I get to your next destination with Boise. Is there anything you feel like is unfinished in Boise, or you think that there was nothing more to do in Boise?
honestly, I feel like it's like bittersweet, right? So I feel like when my mom's situation
Mm,
and dealing with like even my own health, right? And
mm,
between my mom's situation, when I got that call, it couldn't have been at the most perfect time.
okay.
From the time that I prospected through CDA, um, became a member,
Mm,
and where I was at that moment in time, we became official in May. Sorry, when I got that call to come back home, it couldn't have been at the most perfect time. Um, our prospects were killing it.
mm,
Um, you know, our vested members, Blender, Trill, Boating, Reset, Sunflower, you know, like they are doing the best that they can with what
mm,
they have. What I'm proud about is that we're, first of all, not all of us even have that many years in being a Rough Rider, right? We're all newbies. Literally,
mm,
that whole chapter is newbies. So
Wow.
they're putting in the work to do the best that they can. Are they
Hmm.
gonna fuck up? Absolutely. Absolutely. We all fuck up,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm
Yeah.
very proud of the work that they have put in, you know. Um, we wouldn't have gotten where we got, honestly. So I'm proud of each and every one of them, you know.
Nice. So we go from Boise, but before we get to the next chapter, because we're gonna talk about that. This is something else. Listen, people. I'm educating y'all right now because I learned some more stuff. We're gonna talk about this. You're doing a book, if I'm not mistaken. Was that a book or a magazine that we was talking
Oh,
about?
yeah. Actually, okay, so again, I got a few projects going on. I
Okay.
have so I have Nevon Brown. He's out of Camden, New Jersey.
Hmm.
So I'm doing an article, and it's basically on my story. And then I'm doing something out of St. Louis, Yolanda Brogan, and
Hmm.
she has her own business with it's like jewelry, clothing. It's more like tropical like type of thing. It's very individual. So what she likes to do
Hmm.
is story, and what she does is she gets your story, and then she knows about like jewels and stuff like that and beads and everything. So she'll make something up for you, and it's
Oh.
very yeah. So she wants me. So I'm gonna be on her webpage,
Okay.
for and I'm gonna be on her catalog. I'm doing a lot of mentoring and
Hmm.
advocating point.
Okay.
Um, but it's crazy because I have to keep it 100, right? I
Hmm.
came out here and people hear about like, okay, like we're just talking about building a chapter. Oh, you're doing all this positive shit with this, like, you know what I mean? Like your magazine, all this stuff. Um, you're clean. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But the thing is that life will still happen, right?
Right.
And like I've been very distant, as most people are probably watching. Like, yeah, bitch, you haven't hit me up. I have been very distant, so I have a way of dealing with my own shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, especially with my mom, and those that know what I'm going through with that.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like my way of dealing with it is just I'm to myself, but I'm still doing what I need to do. Like my mom would want me to continue with this magazine. My mom would want me to continue with this podcast, you know? Um, am I feeling up to it? Shit, I'm gonna keep it 100. Fuck no. The last thing I want to do is be talking to anybody. I'm gonna keep it
Right.
100, you know? But it's not about me. You know what I mean? I know what my mom would want for me. And I know that it ain't about me because I need to
Mm.
give back what was freely given to me, and that's life. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like there's
Yes.
that listen, somebody that's watching,
Right.
and that for me, it's not about me. It's not about me. Like I accomplished a lot. I made it through a lot when I shouldn't even be here, and now I'm
Mm.
dealing with stuff.
Yes.
But we got to keep it going, infamous.
Wait a minute. We mentioned all that. We forgot to mention one thing. Do you know, people? We got a star. We got a movie star here. If I'm not mis- Oh
Oh,
yes.
yes. Oh wait, I forgot
Yes,
to
you
mention.
was doing. She was.
Yes,
Listen,
battle.
I
All
was
right. So
home. She had an
January.
opportunity to see me in Jersey. She was doing her movie. I'm playing out there. We got a celebrity. So when y'all see her, get an autograph.
Yes, Rose in the battlefield. Rose is in the battlefield.
Rose is the battle. We got a date. We got a date. Oh, is
So
that
we're preparing Netflix, Hulu, Stars, and some other ones.
all
I don't give
right?
a fuck
Y'all heard it here first.
about.
Yeah, we all know
Yeah,
y'all got those streaming services. Support our sister.
we're
She's there. Yes, yes. And if y'all do see her, how about this? Y'all do see her, screenshot it and then tag her in it, so we know y'all seen it. So, right, I'm just saying.
Like, is this
So,
picture my Netflix?
huh?
That's perfection.
Hey, it's right. I'm telling you. Hey, listen, don't take that wrong. Pause the damn thing. If you got Fire Stick, whatever on your smart TV, take the
Listen,
picture.
do this.
Hey, it's 2022. I don't want to hear y'all can't do no pictures. Stop it. So, so now my question now, I know I skipped over this, but how long you been a Rough Rider?
January 23rd, I'll be 2 years. I got vested at 153 days into my journey.
Okay, so my question is now is we talked about this, but we're gonna really talk about this.
Oh my god!
Hey, this is what we're gonna talk about. What do reflection ride? And what does what? And
oh my god! You got them all.
Oh yes, come on. You listen with you
Listen.
you. It's so easy with people that love taking pictures. Because I like, oh man, y'all got some good pictures I could choose from. It's just so hard that people are so private. I gotta go inspect the gadget. Yeah, so with y'all it's easy. So, question though, do you ride, and what are you riding right now?
I'm not riding right now, and I did.
Well,
all right. So let me tell you something. So I started learning, not this last season, the season before,
mm-hmm.
and again, former Rough Rider. So he was teaching me how to ride, and I end up hitting the root, no, the tree. So I was just learning, and then I went with another bro, and we're riding, and I'm an adrenaline for fucking speed. I love speed. I love me some speed. So
let me
I'm
just
just
add this
learning,
on so
and I
everybody knows.
take that fucking like, ow.
So wait, so was you learning how to ride with this bike that's on this picture right here?
That one right there is President's bike.
Okay.
So I was riding a bike, and tell me why my dumbass, right? Listen, Linda. Tell me why. I take this motherfucker, and I was like, I'm about to get on the bike without a helmet. He's like, no, put your helmet on. I get on the bike, bro's behind me, and tell me why I'm riding, and there's two vehicles coming out. I'm on the stop sign, and I'm like, so I'm going down. I'm remembering what he taught me. I was like, oh, clutch. Tell me why I still went forward. I didn't want to hit the fucking car, so I went around. Tell me why I maneuvered that motherfucking bitch, and the back of the fucking tire hit the bottom of the tree and threw me back onto the road. Bro was like, reflection, you good? I said, I picked up the bike. I was like, let's keep going. He's like, no. I said, no, I don't want to be scared. Let's keep going.
I tell you right now, whoever just heard that applauded you, because somebody would have been the same. Oh, call the hospital.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I was literally about to hit that tree. I was, because I would maneuver between two vehicles, and I'm just learning. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Next, I go into literally in between, and I just see this big ass tree, and I'm like, it was just like instant reaction. Tell me why. I'm like, skirt. And the back of the tire throws me back on, and I'm like, the bike is on the ground. I'm all shaking and shit. Bro's in the back. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? Go park, bitch. I said, no, let's go back around. He's like, no, I saw you hit the tree. I said, I don't want to be scared. He's like, you need to calm the fuck down. I said, let's get on this bitch. We got back on and just rode. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be scared. No, but I'm not gonna lie. That shit, I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. I thought I was gonna either hit both those cars and die, or hit the motherfucking train. I don't even know how the fuck I got in between both of those vehicles at a stop sign and didn't hit the tree head on.
I
Facts.
get. I feel like this. The bike guys was watching over you on that one. They was watching over you on that one. Like,
And then
there's
my
no
father that was
way.
crazy that I wanted to hop back on. He's like, "What you mean? Let's go park this bitch." I said, "No, let's go back around," because I'm not gonna lie. Like, hell yeah, after that shit, I was I was shaking and shit, sweating. I thought I
But
was
you
gonna hit that
you
tree.
you were shaking and sweating, but you got right back on that bike though. So
Yeah.
there
And
you
he was
go.
like, what? I was like, let's go. He's like, well, going back around again. He was more scared than I was, and I was the one that almost hit the tree. I was
That's what's
like,
hey.
no, because
That's what's up.
and that was because I'm not gonna lie, I was hella scared. And I was like, no. I picked the bike up. The fucking pedal was broken and shit. The handlebar was twisted. I said, let's go. And I had just been learning. At that point, I had only been learning for 5 days. 5 fucking days. And I
Shoot,
still took
the way you just said, I would have sworn it was 5 months. The way you said, let's keep going, and something like
no,
that.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how the fuck did I not? Man, you know what it is? It don't matter if you're on a bike, car, fucking airplane, flying out, doing that
Mm-hmm.
skydiving shit. Listen. When it comes to your life, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you can. Shit.
Right, right.
I saw two vehicles in the tree. I said, swoop,
Wow.
right in between. I'm hitting this tree. Boom. Nope. I hit the back of the tire. Swept me right off the fucking.
Y'all, man, I ain't mess with you. I ain't messing with you.
Yo, you
So,
have to see me on. No, you have to see me now, though. Man.
wait.
Oh wait, who's that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
I got the good pictures. I
All
got
the
the good pictures.
pictures. You got
So we went for riding. Did you have have you ever held any titles?
no. I'm a
No
soldier.
titles? Okay,
No
so
soldier.
I went in the time, which I'm gonna say good for you. You don't want that stress. Oh
I
you don't
know.
want that stress.
Yeah, no, I'm a soldier. But you know what people don't realize though? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it one more time. Is that to be a leader, you don't need a title.
That's right.
And I strongly believe that if you do have that title, right, whatever title it is, if you cannot uphold those responsibilities, don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
because you not only represent yourself but your chapter and Rough Rider as a whole, right?
Right.
So if you cannot uphold those responsibilities for that title, and you know what's crazy is that people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but what some people don't realize is that
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened?
different hats. A
Okay.
soldier be wearing different hats. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need to. You don't need that title to be a leader. Listen, let me tell you something. If you want those responsibilities and you can uphold those responsibilities, then by all means, get get it. You feel what I'm saying? But what people sleep on, and I've noticed this, and I haven't even been a Rough Rider for fucking 2 years, and I see this. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen and met soldiers who hold different hats. You feel what I'm saying? Hold different hats. You don't need a title to be a fucking leader. Just lead this motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we about to toast on this one. I'm toast that
Hey,
one.
oh,
Soldiers forever.
soldiers.
Mm, I like that. Yes, yes. You don't need that many. The most important hat is soldier to me anyway. So now we get into the nitty gritty because you now are back in the East. She's back in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Uh and you with the chapter that started it off for you. So how does it feel to be part of New Hampshire?
Actually, can I make a shout out real quick?
Go ahead.
So it's our president's birthday today.
Oh,
Rough Rider Deuces. Happy birthday.
happy
It's his birthday
birthday.
today. Blessings on
Nice.
blessings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's my Precious birthday today.
Cool,
So
cool,
shout out.
cool.
Hey.
Shout
But
out to
yeah,
Prez. Happy birthday.
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And I just want
I,
everybody to know this
oh my,
is
I wish, you know what? I should have brought my boombox. I got the 80s boombox dead. I have the actual 80s boombox.
are you
I
talking
should
about old school boom boxes
like
we
old
used to
school, like
carry
the
on?
gray and black. Yes.
Oh no.
Man,
No,
I should
no.
have brought it.
See, we're showing our age now. We don't want to do that. We don't want the little
Oh.
kids. They don't know about the boom box carry, how we had to struggle with that boom box. But so being being back on the East, being back with the pretty much where your Rough Ride story began and stuff. Do you what's well, I know it's obvious differences, but what is the main difference you get from your Boise story to now your New Hampshire story? Like,
So, the difference is like, so it's obvious.
yeah, as I said, I know it's some obvious,
Yeah.
right?
So we have a bigger family now. Um,
Mm,
there's certain Rough Riders that I'm actually close to and stuff, but it's just only because I don't know them the rest of the chapter yet. You know what I mean?
okay.
Like I've met them.
Mm,
I don't know them, if you get what I'm saying. Um, all of them welcomed me, which was amazing. They all welcomed me.
mm,
Um, and we got a really good team. Like we really do. Um, it's just very different from. So when I was in Idaho, I was focused on one thing: was
mm,
building,
right.
making history, and getting. You know what I mean? Bringing that family in. Coming here, they have already been built. Do you get what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying? So it's like, all right, they've been built. They're on the structure. They're, you know, what I mean, they're on their shit. Idaho, we're still learning. You know what
mm-hmm,
I mean? Um, and obviously, we're doing something right in fucking Boise, Idaho, where they're literally officially making us a chapter and putting us
mm,
on the map.
right.
But we're, I mean, Press still learning out there. Blender, Trill, Boise, Idaho, he's still learning. You know what I mean? Treasure, Sunflower, she's still learning. PM, Reset, everybody's still learning. You know, and I think that's um, the part where people get frustrated when it comes to certain situations. You know what I mean?
Mm,
You want things to be a certain way, or you know, like for me, when I went to Idaho, I already had Rough Rider knowledge, and I wasn't even a fucking hang around. But coming out there is different, and then that's when I had to learn, and I
mm,
had to be humble, and I had to realize like, okay, everything's different. The core of Rough Riders never changes, but
right.
everything
Right.
is
So
different, you know. And me going out there to Idaho, that was hella diversity. What? Hella diversity, you know. Shit, and
so
that's.
oh no,
But I just respect the fact that we all, even through all of that, even through that diversity, all of that, you know what I mean? Like, we still came together and we still did what the fuck we had to do on our part. And that's what made that, you know? And so I'm very proud of Boise. I'm very proud of Boise. And I have to give a shout out to Spuds. You know Spuds.
yeah,
He's the one that connected us.
yeah,
But, yep, Oregon. I have to give him a
yeah.
shout because I remember we had the
So
conversation.
now that you in New Hampshire and like you said, you came in to a place that's already built. It's pretty much already got a foundation.
Yeah.
Was it easy to fit in, or did you had to take, you know, just a little bit longer than what you thought to get to know? Like you just said, you didn't meet everybody in the chapter yet, right?
Well, I met So I've only been to two. Um, I know most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think they have a very good what I would want for Boise to have, and that's gonna take time. Like I said, like Boise's
Yeah.
just you know, um, they're all learning. They're doing
Mm-hmm.
a great job and trying to do what the fuck they need to do, you know.
Right.
But coming into Hillsboro is different,
Mm-hmm.
but not in a bad way.
Yeah,
It's
I
more
get you. I get you.
it's more structured.
Mm-hmm.
The people there's some that I have already known, some I've known but haven't met personally because it was social
Mm-hmm.
media. So it's like they all welcomed me. Like the moment I got there, I kind of feel fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the parking lot and bro comes up to me like reflection. I'm like, what? I'm terrible with names, but they welcomed me like Hillsboro literally like took me back in, and that's dope as fuck. It's just very different because I'm not used to like a big ass crowd. Hella crap. Damn, bro, you just went through all my pictures. Holy shit. Damn. I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey. What? I
Oh,
see. I got you.
bro.
Hey, now, see, now we want to really get into the degree right now, because
Oh my goodness.
your
All
pictures.
of
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say something right now about your
them.
pictures. Your
Okay.
pictures. When I say you live by your name, reflection. I like. Wait a minute. Good look. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, sis. You got that.
Okay.
Get it in. Get it in. It's one picture I was gonna put on. It was picture I was
Oh
gonna put
God.
on, but I was like,
What is it?
no,
No, go ahead. Put it on.
no,
Put it
no, no. I don't got it on here. But I was gonna put
on.
on. I guess it was either a costumes party or not. But you got you got a set of lips in a certain area, and I was like, oh damn. Did she say kiss part?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that one. No, 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 no. But with your pictures, what I'm going to speak out. What I love about your pictures, like I see a lot of confidence. I see a lot of listen.
you know,
I got the selfie. I'm in control. I love it.
you know, wait,
So
this is how you.
I'm going to say I love that. What's
I'm
up?
gonna tell you right quick. So, how I got my name, right? It was a
Yes.
former Rough Rider, right? So he said reflect. So originally, they wanted to call me Annabelle or Fireball, right? Let's not get into that part.
Okay. All right.
Let's not get into that part. But then, they was talking about it. It was like, yo, reflect, and it's like reflect. She's always taking selfies. Plus, like her story. And it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because in that moment, I was doing something to help other people. And like I was reflecting on myself and projecting it to the world. And I was like, wait, hold up. As a prospect, I'm like, wait, that can't be no coincidence. So he originally said reflect. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's add in the TION reflection. So I was like, perfect. And they all agreed on it. It was like, yo, that's because they originally wanted to fucking name me Annabelle Fireball. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Ain't nobody trying to approach me with that shit.
Oh man, oh yes, because
Nobody approaching me. I'll go to an
oh,
in-room, they'll be like, Annabelle, oh my god, nope. That bitch can go over there.
it's not even reproach you. We would ask some questions like, okay, it gotta be a story behind this name. We
Like,
could,
why is your name Annabelle?
right,
Oh,
right. So there's been a lot of stories behind that name. But so we got the name, we got this. So my question is
yeah, I
from
got my
your day one, which is we're not talking about your prospect, the day one when you found out, you want to be a rough rider to now. What is the one thing that's like I said, I don't know how to make this more positive than I could think of, but I got a lot of alcohol in me.
me too.
Okay. So
Wait, cheers.
yeah. I mean, I got to pour some more
Come
because I got to pour some more.
on, come on. Oh, come
Hold
on,
on,
come
hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on. You know
Oh,
what?
come
I'm just
on.
gonna drink for the bottle. Freak
Come
it. I don't care.
on.
You can drink for the bottle. Cheers.
Cheers.
We pause it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Essex County for the bottle. All my alcohol is going in this bottle. Just letting y'all know that. Mm. Gotta be careful. This the ones that taste like Kool-Aid. So
Yes, that's what I'm drinking.
yeah, you
It tastes
cannot
like
guzzle the
grape
one.
soda.
No, you cannot goose the ones that taste like Kool-Aid, because then I'm gonna be stumbling my words and then you're gonna be make fun of me on my show. So,
We'll
but
sound like we'll sound like
right,
Teletubbies, bro. We sound like
right.
Teletubbies.
Listen, if you saw the video that my sister, shout out to Savage, put on Facebook, I was fucked up. I was done. So we did so from your day one that you got introduced, that you feel like you want to be a Rough Rider, to your point now.
Mm-hmm.
Has your passion gone up for the Rough Riders? Has it gone down? Has it, like, I already know, like, you already call yourself the voice of the voiceless, so that's a positive for me. But has it like changed a little bit, or has it boosted up more? If you get what I'm asking.
So I'm gonna keep it 100. So when I was a prospect, first of all, we were prospects for life. What people
Yeah.
don't realize is that once you earn that vest, that's like the beginning, really in the beginning of your journey. You know what I mean? I mean, there's certain vested members that reminded me of that, right? As a prospect, and there was times, like I said, I almost got my shirt pulled 3 times as a prospect, but as a vested member, I remembered everything that I went through as a prospect to earn my vest, right? And all the people that I helped get into the Rough Riders. I've literally brought over 15 prospects, not in my chapter, but places where I wasn't, like, it wasn't my chapter, so I had to reach out, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of that shit. But there were times where I had to question, and that's gonna happen. And I'll tell you, like, any newly vested member, as myself, because I've only been vested for almost 2 years, but I learned a lot, and as a prospect, I took that shit serious. So, like, every knowledge that I had, I boom, 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 boom on it. And there was times where I questioned this shit. Like, I would go through things in my own chapter, people that I was very close to, where I was like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But that's not the fuel that brought me. I have to remember, all right, if anybody's listening to me right now, exclude everything around you. Remember the fuel that brought you into Rough Riders. Remember that fuel that brought you, that fire. Don't fucking let nobody. I don't give a fuck if they're in your chapter. I don't give a fuck if they're a Rough Rider, they got a vest. I don't give a fuck. That fuel that brought you here, don't ever forget that shit. Because you know what? Because honestly, you chose to be here, right? You don't choose your family, right? And we all have fucking dysfunctional shit. I don't give a fuck. Any fucking family, we all got some type of form of dysfunctional. But you chose to be here. You chose this. We didn't. You chose to be here. So do not allow anything or anyone to take that fuel off. Do not.
Nice.
Period.
You kind of answered my next question, because I was going to say, you have any advice, since you've been in for 2 years and stuff. So we do got people that just got vested this year, and we got some prospects planning on getting vested soon, hopefully. You got any advice for them? Because I know it's a couple not new vested, but new prospects that just joined.
Yes, actually, we have a prospect in Hillsborough County. He just got his shirt.
Hi.
The photographer. We just put his shirt on. Actually, we got P1 and P3. And then we just got a new prospect who's a hang around. And yeah, so shout out to Hillsborough County.
Mm.
And
Um,
also I have to do this. So um Revolution. Revolution. I fucking
shout out
love
to my sister.
no, straight up. I have to give a shout out to Revolution. She's been
Yeah.
there like even as a prospect, she didn't even treat me like a prospect. Like she had hella respect for me. She treated me like a fucking human being. Cause I'm
Hmm.
not gonna lie, there was certain like vested members that treated me like I was like, I'm like, motherfucker. This is why I had my shirt almost taken 3 times. Cause
Yes.
I don't take that shit.
Listen,
Treat
we
me as
all
a
been there.
prospect, but treat
We
me
all
as
been
a
there. It-
you feel
it's we all been there to the point that we all had that one or two or maybe three members that and most of the time it's always a newly vested member that that does this. But but we are it is what it comes to territory, right? So man, we don't really concern ourselves with those people, but the ones that treat us like humans, like listen, they've been through this before, they want to help you out to make it. Those ones I really give a damn about. So that's cool. And essentially Revolution. I knew Revolution before she prospect. So 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 I knew her before we prospect. So she's very, very cool, very humble, and very talented lady, young lady. I should say. I'm gonna call her young lady. She's very talented. So um we about to oh man. Oh yeah, we about to I gotta ask one last question. One last question and then one last question. So my last question to reflection is what is next for reflection? What's because we coming to the end of this year, so what are we going to see a lot more reflection or
we
do we
are.
got more projects for reflection? What's going on?
So I have all right. So I have something going on the 29th.
Okay.
And I won't speak on it because I'm not gonna jinx myself. But if I do get that, donate half of it. Um, I have something coming up next month with St. Louis. Um,
Okay.
and then I have another thing coming up with Camden, New Jersey. And then
Oh,
January I have check it out Battle Roses in Battlefield.
check it out, people. It's gonna be on all your
Okay.
streaming services. Type it, put it on a
And
saver.
you know what's crazy too? All right, so listen. My best friend. Oh, he's the one that crossed over in Boise. By the way,
Okay.
um, I brought him into the Rock Riders, and it's crazy how like that happened. But I brought him in. He killed it, as I bet a lot of you know, because he killed it in Oakland, California. Did you meet him?
Yes, yes, I did.
Uh,
I met y'all both at the same time.
he was so burnt out by the end of it that when he went to put on his shirt, it was backwards. It's like he went
I think
downstairs
we all was burnt out,
and
fucked up.
and then Blasian, rest in peace. She's the one that told him. She's like, you know what? You're off duty. You're off duty. I mean, he was killing it. He was killing it. And
Oh man.
Blasian
Oh
was the one
man.
that was like, yo, you know what? It's because it was hella early in the morning. He was like crack of dawn. Now, mind you, let me tell you something. So when we got there, we drove out there from Idaho. Me and him.
Mhm.
That's my travel buddy right there. So
Okay.
we drive out to Cali, and he was like, "Fuck!" He turns right, and I was like, "What you doing?" He's like, I'm going in the fucking gas station." I said, "I can't do this." I said, "What? What?" Listen, you got this. Let's go in there. So I give him a pep talk. We good. Boom. We go over. he killed it. But this motherfucker was so tired that he put on his t-shirt backwards, his prospect t-shirt backwards, went downstairs, went to the car, came back up. We was like, Sunflower was the one that called him out on it. It was like, yo, your t-shirt's backwards. He killed it out there though. He was like, he got no sleep. And then Blasian, like I said, rest in peace. Blasian was the one that was like, yo, you know what? You're off duty, and if anybody got a problem, tell them to come to me. I was like,
Oh man, I miss. I only got to meet her. I think it was Oakland was the only time I got to meet her, but we've been Facebook friends. So rest in peace, Blazing. Shout out to her daughter that's doing very well. But sis, I must thank you for this because I've been waiting for this episode for a long time. And I got it, even though it was a lot of personal situations for myself. But I thank you so much for coming on here.
Listen. You're good.
I will.
You're good.
Wait. What's up?
Go ahead.
What's up? Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm listening to you.
Okay, so no, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. I thank you so much for coming on. All right, and hopefully I'll see you soon so we take our pictures together.
Wait, you gonna be in Connecticut?
As of right now, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
because I'll be out in. Okay.
Okay. Well, if I do, I'll let you know. If I do, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Go do what you're about to do. Bye. So that was my sister. As you can see, she was done. But that's a good thing because on here, I want you to be yourself. I want you to share some drinks. I want you to do all that. So I am officially out of here again. I think. Let me just say this right now. I thank every last one of y'all that inboxed me, that text, that called, that I don't know, prayers, everything, for what me and my family was going through. I truly appreciate it. We appreciate it. And for my mama, I love the hell out you. But I know you're in a good place. I know you're around good people. And I don't drive God crazy now. Don't try to take over heaven. But again, always and forever, my mother, my rock, Geraldine Mickens, love you to hell, to death. And I will see you again. And when I do see you again, we gonna hug it out because that's what I do. I love you to death. Don't worry, I will take care of your grandsons. I will check on your husband, and we'll be straight. But until then, y'all, I must get out of here. I thank y'all for watching. My next guest is gonna be a good one. My brother from the West Coast, from Cali, Jay Ryder. We're gonna talk about riding. We're gonna talk about his situation. If you want to get personal, we can talk about his personal. And he got some more projects coming up. So we're gonna get down with him. But until then, again, another hour show. But y'all know why. So again, until then, I must bid you adieu. I will see you when I see you, hopefully soon, and I will get better. But I'm looking forward to December because I got some good people coming on. So until then, this is your boy Infamous. I am signing off. Deuces.